Hey you guys, my name is Stacy Bull and I'm the photographer behind Illy Studios. This is my vlog series and this is episode 6, and today I'm going to be going over a little bit more about the products that I offer, also the products that I have in my own personal life, the process of ordering, and why I think printing your photos is so important. So to begin, I'll kind of go over some of the products that I offer. I offer wall art such as like canvases and framed prints. So you can have a couple different options. You can do canvases without a frame, with a frame. You can do framed prints like this with a glass, and you can do metal frames or wood frames. And there's tons of different colors and options and, formations if you kind of want to do a grid of a bunch of images. But it seems the most important of my products is my photo books and albums, and those are what actually come with a lot of the packages. So I'll kind of be explaining a little bit more about those and the process with those. So here is a boudoir book. It's the smaller of them all. And then an engagement book is kind of the medium size. And then a wedding album is the largest. And the difference between them is the album and these are photo books. The albums are a little thicker and plusher, and the photo books have a little slightly thinner pages, but they're all lay flat and they all have pretty thick pages. And the process for picking for all of them is the same. So how it goes is I send you guys an online gallery and I have you guys pick your favorites, and I send instructions for each of them, have recommendation of how many photos to pick and how you go about saving your favorites and stuff like that. So I'll send you the instructions, but then you go in, you pick your favorites. Then once you're done, you send them to me and I start creating your spreads. And then once I'm done creating them, I send you a digital flip through of the book so you can see actual virtual proof of what it'll look like before ordering. And then you guys get to be a part of the process. So say, this was your favorite image and you want this one to be the larger one on the page. You can kind of tell me things like that and work with me to get it to be where you guys want. A lot of people choose to use their engagement session book as their guest signing book for their wedding. So then I leave a little more negative white space. But if you don't want that and you have another idea for that, I can just do fuller spreads. And then the wedding album is the exact same process, just holds a little more images. So same process that you guys get to be a part of. Let me know if you want anything changed before ordering. You guys can do, typically I do leather or a photo cover for the wedding albums and linen or a photo cover for the engagement. And the boudoir is typically always leather. So lately the photo covers have been really, really popular. So I've been kind of doing that on most of the photo books and albums. So it's just your favorite image on the front. Those turn out really nice. So that's kind of a little bit more about the main products that come in the packages. And if you guys did end up ordering, just going with a package that just includes the engagement book, and then you later on down the road decide you want a wedding album, you can easily add one on later after the wedding. It doesn't have to be at the time. So I personally make a book or photo prints from every session I have done, and I've had a lot of sessions done. My poor husband has had to go through a lot. So we had an in-home session done. We did some fun ones downtown, some bridals. We did an anniversary. We also did a honeymoon session when we were in Hawaii on our honeymoon. So I'm always trying to make sure I'm getting my photos printed, not only to practice what I preach, but just because I think getting your photos printed in a tangible form is so important, because the odds that you're going to sit at your computer and stare at your digital files is just really slim. So if you have a book in front of you, you're more apt to flip through it. So here's my engagement and here's my wedding album. And so I just think it's so important to get these things printed, because also not only because you're not going to sit at your computer and stare at them, but because these books are literally the physical form of a memory, and you guys will have something to pass down to your children, because I doubt your children are going to be going through your hard drives trying to find your images. They're going to look through a book, and I know that's how it is with my mom. She has a wedding album and I love flipping through it. So that's kind of a little bit more about the products that I offer, how I incorporate them in my own personal life, the ordering process, and why I think it's so important to get your photos printed. You guys have no obligation to print through me. I give you guys a print release, so you're able to do whatever you want with the images and order them through whoever you want. But the nice thing about going with me is that I do all the design work for you, so you're not having to do all that work on the back end. And because a lot of times my packages come with the products, so might as well. So that's a little bit more about my products and why I think getting your images printed is so important and how I myself do it. So as usual, thanks for taking the time to get to know me and my business, and I can't wait to get you guys some products. Thanks.